So, Danny, I know you've been really involved with the networking stuff that we've been doing virtually. Can you share what was the intrigue for you in regards to networking? And
For sure. Thank you. For me, after a year of following COVID protocol and staying in and staying safe, after a while, I just got COVID fatigue and I was really wanting to reach out of my own world and remember that we have local businesses around and people need referrals and people need to remember that we are a community. And so I felt like it was time to get out of my COVID cocoon and branch out and reconnect again with my local businesses.
and I'm so thankful that you've helped push that because I think it makes us better as a chamber. I know one thing for me and for a few others is that doing something different can be a mental hurdle to get over. But do you think it's worth it even if you're learning in the process?
For me, just to do one challenging thing can build the momentum to the next brave move. And it's even though I'm an outgoing person and I deal with people, sometimes I can be an introvert. And after enough weeks and months go by where I'm really not having enough interaction with people, you can lose your skill set and your ability to kind of do normal interactions again. And so for me, when we had our couple of our networking events, they put me in front of people that I wouldn't have reached out to directly. And it helped just kind of rebuild that muscle, a little bit of bravery muscle to be social again.
That's great. Good point of view. So for the Magnolia Chamber, the Love Local emphasis has been really key the last several months, and I know you've participated in that. What does Love Local mean to you?
Love local to me means supporting the ones that are right there in your community, locked arm in arm, trying to get through and adapt to this rapid changing environment. And I've seen it happen. I've seen Carino pull the crepe truck out there in the parking space and find a way to make things work. I've seen Sofana at Mondello get creative with baking and finding ways to be of service to people. And I know that so many people, where it be Vixen, they'll be willing to help you shop for someone, drop the things off at your home. And I've just seen people be so adaptive and so creative. And so Love Local is supporting those businesses that I see working hard for others.
That's awesome. Thank you for being a great support and all that. Another thing I was wanting to ask you is what would you say to businesses out there that have maybe thought about the chamber, don't really know enough to decide whether it's for them or not? Should they be a part of the chamber? And if so, why?
I think it's important to support your local chamber, and it is important to me. And it's where you can really put your money where your mouth is, or put your feet to work and get into action. What we're looking for in our Magnolia Chamber is talent, people that have interest in getting involved and want to see improvement and are willing to roll up their sleeves and get to work. So the chamber is as strong as the work that you put into it, and I certainly have a high level of respect for what you're bringing to the table here, Jason, and your ability to adapt and innovate and try new platforms. And I've seen you be very gracious with that. And Pat Kraft, our local hero who gets in and makes things happen for us, the Stop at Pop, and a long list of other important things. Magnolia is a really important community to me and my family. We've been here for over 20 years and own multiple homes in this neighborhood. And I've seen it grow and I've seen it be a great place to raise our family. And I just want to continue to get behind that and do what I can to keep that being the Magnolia Mayberry that I love it to be.
That's awesome. And would you say that you can point out anything that you gain from being a member of something like the chamber? A lot of times I hear people say, "Well, what would I get from this? What would be the net benefit to me and my business?" Is that what it is for you? If so, what is that net benefit?
What I always believe about networking is that you get what you put into it. And people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And stepping up and being involved in your chamber, whether it be the Summer Fest and you're helping get involved and doing all the monumentous planning around that event, or you're involved with the beautification of our village area, or involved in important policy changes that are happening. So there's so many different ways to be involved. And there are so many important things that we need volunteers. We need people that care to step up and be involved. And so the chamber benefit for me is getting to know my neighbors, getting to understand the faces behind the businesses that are here making this community work. And so then I have such a personal connection, whether I'm waving at one business owner or another as I'm scootering through the village with my husband, or out having a delicious crepe. It's just a real sense of family community. And that's what I want to continue to get behind. And sure, have I received referrals by my membership? Yes. Is that the number one thing that keeps me going back? That's not number one. The community and the connection, that's what I care about.
I love to hear that perspective. That's great.